welcome back to my channel. My name is T and I love all things skin and beauty, and today I'm finally playing with some of the palettes that I have on the side of me on my table here, my vanity, and one of them is the Adept Cosmetics palette. It's called the Emo palette. I have been dying to play with this, and every time I sit down I just don't grab it. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me, but today is the day that I'm going to do a look with the Emo palette. Now, I love Adept Cosmetics and the brand and the products that they come out with. I think their formula is amazing, and I love how they're changing the palettes and basically the presentation of some of the packaging that they have now in their recent collections. And in this case, I am happy that this is in a way for those who typically like to take certain shades out from, you know, their palettes to switch around to like get a feel of like a color story. They're able to do that similarly to how you can do that with like other palettes that have a similar format, like Natasha Denona. I absolutely love this idea. I think it's very genius, and I think it's very clean, and the palettes are going to last long because of the packaging. Because there were some issues that I'm starting to notice with like some of my previous palettes that I had from Adept Cosmetics, where it was very cushiony, very velvety, but some of the packaging is starting to like wear off in a way. So I'm happy that they're continuing with this format. I'm going to be creating a look with this palette, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to like have another bronzer moment and use my try and true, which I already know is Danessa Myricks. So I might, you know, squeeze some clips in, but everything will be in the description box below as always. And without further ado, let's get into this. Get ready with me. All right, so I did most of my base off camera. I'm using the same, some of the same products that I've used in the Singe Beauty video when I reviewed this palette here, by the way. So this should also be up around the same time that this video is up as well. The same base, Danessa Myricks, Tinted Balm, the Creme Brulee bronzer that she came out with. This is a great bronzer shade of blush, and my LANCOME concealer. Again, everything will be linked in the description box below. I'm now going in with my Minted powder bronzer and Yacht Life. Love this bronzer so much. This is a perfect bronzer shade. It has a little bit of sparkles too, which you don't really see too much on the skin. This is just a perfect formula. Just a perfect shade for a bronzer. It goes with everything. So I've been using this combo, especially if I want to like set, which you don't really need a set the Danessa Myricks like Yummy Skin blush shades, like, or like, you know, the blush formula. Same thing goes for like the tinted formula. You just probably need like a setting spray, and that's it, which you can probably use the Danessa Myricks one, because let me just say that I've been testing off camera some of Danessa Myricks products, okay? And this setting spray that Danessa Myricks came out with, it is a game changer, okay? It is a game changer. When I say that I've had my base on literally all day, working, went to do hot pot after work, base not moving, okay? Base not moving, base not glistening. And when you think it's glistening, for some reason, I don't know what's in the setting spray, but it takes it away. Like it mattifies it. I don't know if it's the powders or what is in there, but you think that your oils are peeking through. It just give it a moment, okay? Because that will go away. It will go away. There's no need for you to like powder or whatever or blot. This setting spray it'll work. Give it some time. It'll get rid of the oiliness in a second. It'll get rid of that, okay? I also went to New York Comic Con. Nothing but Danessa Myricks products that I wore, okay? I wore the Tinted Blurring Balm. I wore the Creme Brulee shade for a bronzing moment. I did the setting spray. I even used the color fix sticks, the duos. I think it was Duo 6 I used. Still on my eyelid. Still there. I also used the same color fix sticks shade, Duo 6 during hot pot, but I used both of them instead of one, because I used one shade, which was the metallic shade for Comic Con. Still there. Don't move. I don't know what it is, but so far I haven't found a true dud in the releases that Danessa Myricks just creates. Like, she's an innovator, and probably one of my favorite brands right now is Danessa Myricks at this point, because I see the innovation, I see the thought process, and I see the creativity. So I just had to say that right then and there. I just had to say that. I know we're talking about, you know, the Adept palette. I'm gonna get to that, but I just want to say right here that stop sleeping on Danessa Myricks. That's all I gotta say. Off camera, I also used 2 pressed powders. I used the NYX powder, the HD finishing powder, and I also used the Fenty Beauty Bright powder. This is in peach. Been loving this powder, by the way. Like the new Fenty Bright Fix powders. Been liking it. I haven't gotten the cinnamon shade yet, which is more like closer to like my you know, loose powder for like my whole base. But so far I've been liking the powder that's in peach for my under eyes. So I might get another shade that fits my skin tone for all over the face. But moving on, I am going to use this. This is the Made by Mitchell bronze pods. This is in Chocolatini. It's the baked luminous bronzers. I can't talk right now. I'm just gonna take just a little bit, and I just want to like highlight my cheekbones just a little bit. Just a little bit. See? Been loving this over bronzer or like blush. It's more of a topper for me than like putting it like all over, just because of how glittery and luminizing it is. So I've been using it as more of like a topper. All right, now we can start playing with the Adept Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna go in with my NYX primer. I always use a primer. I don't use concealer. Never seen a point in doing that, so I'm just gonna go in with my NYX primer, making sure that's blended in. And you just honestly need like a little bit. You don't need a lot. Okay. And now we're gonna just start playing with this palette here. Now, I like how the palette is set up, because like if you think about it, all of these can be like a look. Like all these quads can pretty much be a look here. Even like with like the middle, like this could be a look, that could be a look. It's just, you know, I really like how they're starting to create their color stories with like an actual like purpose. Even though you look at this palette and you're like, what am I gonna do with this color story? I think I know. I think I have an idea of what I want to do. So let me get a brush. I'm gonna use the Refer brush. This is in the Mini 01, and we are going to pick the shade. Kind of want to go in with the shade Deep Abyss. I'm going to do Deep Abyss, which is more of like a deep blackened blue. I have to stop describing colors because like I suck at that. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna take it over here like so. And then I'm gonna do it to the same, do the same thing on the other eye. Okay. All right, now I'm going to use another brush. This is the brush in one of the Refer brushes, 14 Max. I'm gonna take the shade Pear, which is more of like a grayish green color. It's again, it's hard to describe, but And I'm gonna put it right here. And then bring it out like so. And I kind of want to bring this out more because I know some of this is going to get covered and I still want the color to show. So I'm going to bring this up right above the crease. All right, so far, you know, we're just gonna trust the process. Now, I could bring this up a little bit more, but I'm not gonna do that. I am just going to take the same brush with it being having a little bit of product, and I'm just gonna blend the two colors together in that gap right there, and then go back in with the first shade I used, which was Deep Abyss. All right, now I'm gonna take the other brush that I used before. If I can find the brush. How did I lose the brush? And I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I bring Deep Abyss back because I'm losing it a bit. And I'm gonna close that gap a bit that we created with that wing. Like so. So it looks like this. It looks kind of crazy, but we're gonna trust the process. So next, I am most likely gonna do, I want to do doormat. Is it doormat or dormant? It will be in the video, most likely. But we're gonna take this shade. I'm gonna take this shade here. Let me swatch it. It kind of looks like a duochrome too, so let me just swatch it. This is what we're getting. It feels so silky, it's so smooth. Oh my god. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but it has like a almost like a thin a transparent base to it. So this would be perfect to put on as a shimmer for sure. And it does look like it's shifting a bit, so like silver to gold almost. Yeah. we're gonna use that. So let me go in with my glitter primer, also from NYX, and get started. All right, let me take Dormant, which, ooh. Yeah, this is so gorgeous. Oh my God. This is very nice and silky and smooth. It's not chunky. It just melts into the eyelid and the look. There's not texture. Something about the shimmers in Adept is absolutely amazing. Just stunning. All right, now I'm gonna take and like I still have a lot more. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit and just put it on the other eyelid. I want to get as close enough to the inner corner as possible. Just look at that, gorgeous. All right, now I'm gonna take a tiny brush and I kind of want to go in with the brush from the Nikki LaRose BK Beauty collab, the second one. This is the N22. I'm gonna take a paper towel. I'm just gonna clean it off a bit. This is the same brush that I used for the Sedge Beauty eyeshadow palette video that I did. And I'm just going to pretty much clean the brush. And then I'm going to take Allure, which is like this golden greenish holographic kind of shade. It looks holographic. I don't know. Some of these shades, you don't know what you're going to get. And then when you swatch it, you're like, oh my God. It's an experience when it comes down to the Adept Cosmetics palettes and their shimmers. And then like, that's it. Like, yo, the looks that I be coming up with on the whim and I just be picking colors because they just speak to me is crazy. But this is what we're looking. I'm gonna throw in mascara, do the rest of my base, and close out the video. Okay, y'all. I completed my face. Yeah, I am so excited to create another look with this Adept Cosmetics palette. The Emo palette is such an amazing color story. Like, you wouldn't think that some of the colors that are, you know, available in this color story will create a look like this, but it is more of a grungy fantasy in a way. There's, you know, some close pastel shades, not really, but like grungy pastel, if you will. Like, for example, gray bell pear, which is the shade that I used, the light green shade. And then you have other shades like light touch, which is like a light pink, but I don't know, it's more towards like the grunge spectrum. Like, this is a grunge palette, if you get my drift. I also love the shimmers that they included, because it definitely accentuates and highlights the mattes as well. Now, I will have to say that I do like their matte formula. It blends pretty well. It's very pigmented. It's buildable. I have no issues with their matte shades, and I have no issues with their shimmers and multi-chromes shades. I don't know if there are any like chunky type of like shimmers or foil shades, but for the moment, the one that I used was very silky, very smooth to the touch, and like very sparkly. It really went with the look pretty well. So I'm glad that I got this palette, even though it took a while for me to finally open up this palette. Adept Cosmetics just gives you an experience, and like there's a journey when it comes to playing with their eyeshadow palettes, at least to me, because some of their shimmers, like, it's like a surprise. Especially if you haven't, you know, swatched them yet, if you're just going in blind. Some of their shimmers are amazing. They have amazing flips to it. It's very silky and smooth. Their holographic shades are also amazing too. Very dreamy in a way. Like, I don't know how to explain, but like, I just get a fuzzy feeling when I use their eyeshadow palettes, because I'm in for a surprise. I'm in for a ride. And yeah, I am just so happy that I got this palette. The swatches will be up. I will do a swatch video, obviously, on the side, just so you can be able to like see in a way like how they perform, or how like the mattes and the shimmers look. I will say that I do most of my swatches indoor, in lighting. It just makes it easier for me to do it that way. I don't have a luxury of doing swatches outdoors. And obviously it's also going to appear differently in person than on camera too. Just letting you know, like, it looks even prettier in person. That's all I have to say. But yeah, I had so much fun playing with this palette. Now, for the rest of the products that I used the same lip combo that I used for the Sage Beauty video. That also should be up around the same time as this. I used my Juvia's Place Luxe lip liner. This is an espresso. And I went in with the LANCOME Juicy Tubes. I think this is Sunny Lip, or it's a Sunny Lip Gloss and Cocoa Macchiato. I believe this is from their latte like a collection that they did with that palette. I didn't get it. I was only interested in really this, and yeah, something about it, I don't know, it caught my eye. Another thing that I use is I also went in with the Sephora brow wax. It's the fluff and wax that they have. I'm trying to look for it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the Fluff and Fix brow wax. So that's what I use. In the other video, I used the Kosas one, which is just like the Kosas mini eyebrow pencil. This is really good if you want to be a little bit more, detail. Also, the point is very, very thin, but it doesn't break, unlike the Huda Beauty one that just breaks. Like, I don't know. This is better. Get this. And I think that's pretty much it. Everything else will be linked in the description box below, all of the products that I've used. I'm also going to try to also link products that I use for skincare, just because, you can get a feel of what type of, formulas or products will work best for the makeup that I use in videos. So I'll be sure to also link that. But let me know what you think. I know I'm late to the party with the emo review, but I'm so excited to play more with this palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. And I think they should have a new palette that's going to be released on the 16th or 17th of October. It is the 15th as I'm filming this right now. I filmed the Sage Beauty palette on the 14th, so I don't know when this is going to be up. I also have other videos that I'm behind on in editing, so you'll see me when you see me. But I also got the new Danessa Myricks eyeshadow palette. I'm excited to play with that as well. I also have some Glaminatrix, Bonfire, and Grounded palette that I still have to film a video on. So the videos are going to keep on coming. It's going to keep on going. And, I'll see you when I see you. But thank you so much for sticking around. Let me know what you think about the palette. Did you get the new palette? I don't know when this is going to be on my channel, but did you get the palette? What do you think about the color stories that they're coming out with, the whole aliens and UFOs and I don't know. I just think it's just cool that the owner is just interested in UFOs and aliens, and it's the whole inspiration of some of the palettes and color stories that she's coming out with. I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool. Yeah. Again, remember to be kind to yourself, love your skin, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.